traders. Excuse me, I'm a little bit blocked up. Bad hay fever day for me. And let's just look at the data first, because right out of the gates we've had some really good Chinese data here. The trade balance was much better than expected. So even before the European markets have opened this week, Chinese data is good. Monday we got French and Germans on holiday. Very little data on Monday, so I will be sitting on my hands. We've got some Chinese inflation expected to be very good on Tuesday. It's a pretty quiet week. UK manufacturing, hardly any US data on Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday we have UK jobs, and again next to no US data. Thursday got US retail sales, weekly jobs, Aussie jobs overnight. Pretty quiet week. On Friday, inflation for the US. So let's look at the markets. This is the Nasdaq. You can see it on the daily. Bit of a hangman bar up there on Friday. So I bracketed it. And if we close either side of that, then that bodes badly. If we close below it, then I think we're going to see a serious drop. If we just trade this range and then eventually close above it, then I think we're going to go up to 3,800. What do I think will happen? I think we'll probably trade around here and then go up and see monthly R1 on the Dow. I think it's a huge move, huge. Any pullback to this monthly pivot, 16,850, I think is a buy. It's only 70 points from Friday's high. So what am I talking about? It's more than that. No, it is 75 points from Friday's high. If we're lucky, we'll get a retest of that hammer all the way down there at 16,750. Now, given that we got so little data the first part of the week, we might drift lower. We just might. That's 3 weeks of huge buying overall. And I have to say, last week it completely caught me out. I was not engaged in this market on the Dow anyway. I did well on oil and the pound yen. Did very well on oil and pound yen. FTSE. The FTSE 6840. Now FTSE's lag. I think the FTSE is probably possibly a better one to trade on at. So 6836 is that monthly pivot. I think with a touch of that, and that would be nice. Weekly, you can see, look at the 50 EMA pointing up. So the FTSE's been consolidating here. The lows got bought. 50 EMA is just tipping up. So we may just get one little last test of the 50 EMA before we push up, which would mean a pullback to around 68. Not sure we're going to get it. Well, that big daily bar, I don't think we'll get it. So I'd be buying at 68.37. Okay, let's look at the s&ps as well. I can just find them. There we go. Lovely big move up. Wow, huge move up. Okay, let's look at Forex next. Forex, I like the Aussie US still. I talked about the Aussie US and the pound yen last week, so I did well on both. I'm looking for 93, possibly a bit lower on the Aussie US before that potentially goes up to 94 and 95. And Euro yen, I'm just leaving. I think, yeah, we're boxed. I think the market needs to work out what it wants to do with that. It's a nice bullish weekly close. Closed above 2 weeks of trading there. So 139 might be a pullback, but I'm just not touching it. Pound yen, I think we'll drift lower initially, but 171, 171.70 is the area to look for on that one. Pound US, 167.50 is a major area of support, so I'd look to see that. US dollar yen, if we see 102 on that, that's a good place to get in on US dollar yen. So forex pairs do not look terrific, but I think there is still money to be made. Commodities, I'm long gold from 12.48. Not a great finish on the daily. Good, nice little hammer on the weekly. Could still revert to the downtrend. So I'm going to hold my stop under 12.43. Let's see what that closes on Monday. The wheat and the corn are terrific. I'm going to buy wheat at 6.12 if I get it, and the corn is terrific. Coffee. Now I haven't got the individual contracts here. Have a look at coffee. That looks as if that's a buy. 170 on that chart. Have a look at the two types of coffee on the futures charts for that. Lean hogs. Whoa, that's a big move. Lean hogs a buy at 122.80. At least let's see if that is a buy at 122.80. Oil. Where are we? We're trapped in a range here. As long as this is a 103.60. If I see 102, we may just need a nice dip for this 50 EMA. So 101.50 will be a nice move on that. I did see some selling, quite hard selling in the middle of the week. Two lower closes on the weekly. I just think we may just need a dip for that one. Down to sort of 101 area, possibly 100. But it's too high a close on the daily, so you may not get it. It may just retest 102.50 and go. That's a tough call. Stocks. Right, stocks I like are these. Rig. Let me just check that's the right one here. Yeah. I think Rig can do it. I think Rig's a buy at 42.40 if you see it. Could potentially get to 50 plus. Like Adobe. I'm going to be patient with Adobe and I'll let Adobe come to me. ADBE. I'm looking for 65.50 on that. If I don't get filled, then I will leave it. Keg. Oil stocks now. Oil stocks are doing really well. I want to buy a keg at 8.30. 50 EMA above it, so be careful with that one. Nice weekly though. Look at the weekly. 8.24 is a good price potentially. Diamond offshore. Ooh, downside for now. Localized support underneath it. I've got a couple more stocks I'm watching, so I'll report on those later. Baidu. You see 168.50, that's a buy. Baidu. Goldman Sachs. If you see 163.70, 164.25, hold out for 163.50 and see if you get it on Goldman Sachs. This is 3D resource. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, wrong one. Uh, 3D systems. You can see I've been following this one and tracking this one. I think this one's time may have come. I'm going to buy 49.90 with a stop under 48 to see if this can start to climb. Why do I like it? Because we've got a hammer sitting on a channel line support here. We've got a cluster of price here. I just think it's clustering potentially to get back to start to buy. I think there's maybe institutional buying here. If that's the case, institutions normally take 3 months to build a position, and we are 2 months into this. So if we start to see the close above 56, hang on. If not, if we start to break down here, then get out. But I think 3D systems, it's UAL in IG, could be a good thing. Okay, I've got a webinar coming up. I'm going to talk about pivots. I've got a really good webinar coming up. It's very clear explanations and diagrams and examples of how I use pivots. I'm only talking about 2 of the 7 pivots I use, but look out for the link for that and book up, because that should be a lot of fun. Okay, so watch out for that, and I'll see you at the next update.